are using this opportunity in putting the record straight to Nigerians, as well as the international community, on the deliberate attempt to clamp down on the voice of dissent all across the nation. Yesterday, we saw the visage of a tyrannical government as peaceful protesters were treated with bestiality, with all sorts of harassment, physical assaults, engaging us with pepper spray and live bullets. Not even men of the press were spared of this institutional violence by those who are paid by our tax or by our taxpayers' money and saddled to protect the sovereignty and peaceful coexistence of our nation. This, no doubt, is an absurdity to the nation. It's an absurdity in a nation that is supposed to be governed by a constitution that allows for freedom of expression and assembly, including that right to protest peacefully.
The DSS is only an arm under his government, and he's the one that should be held accountable and responsible for everything that goes wrong under his watch. It's just like the same way that we hold the leadership of the National Assembly responsible for whatever goes wrong in the National Assembly. That is how we hold President Buhari accountable for all ills that are perpetrated by his government. He's the one that is telling the DSS not to allow Sowore and mandate to be released.
I'm not the only one that was affected yesterday. A lot of my colleagues and other protesters were also affected. But the rights of journalists were trampled upon yesterday. The rights of Nigerians were trampled upon. Who have the right to be heard, who set out to protest, to get themselves heard peacefully. They were chased away, they were treated like animals. They were sprayed in the eyes and were still kicked off to run that scene, being able to see where we're going. People fell over each other. Shots were fired. Many were beaten. It was traumatic.
Of the press, we will continue with our demand in line with those we stated earlier on. We urge the government to yield to the unconditional release of Mr. Aliche Martins, who happens to be a civil defense officer who joined the protest peacefully yesterday. He has since been arrested and yet to be released. We equally call for the release of cameras and phones that were seized from journalists at the protest ground yesterday.